There we go. I'm still eating dinner. I'm eating some super noodles. That's all I've got. How are you doing? Welcome. Hump day. I hate that word, hump day. Wednesday, 8 o'clock, just after. A little bit late. I did a home workout when I got home. And then got a shower, and now I'm eating some extremely healthy and full of nutrients super noodles. I have Colonel Gaddafi. How's it going? Oh, sorry if you catch me eating super noodles, but there's just no way to glamorize this, really. Got to eat all these nutrients. Mmm. Rumpy pumpy. How's it going? Me? Very busy today. Very busy. Haven't got time to do a lot other than this. So we're in the Fenix A319, and I've wound the time back by about an hour because otherwise it'd just be another stream just fully in the night, and I didn't want that this time, so I've wound it back an hour. So real weather and all that jazz, but yeah, we've wound it back an hour. We are going to be on VATSIM, so I will connect on there. And we're here at the Builds Ibiza scenery. Enhanced scenery as well. Let's have a look inside, actually. Oh. Guys in a wheelchair. Look at that. I don't know why I'm laughing. Nice scenery. Nice scenery. Summer in Ibiza. We were actually potentially going to go here this year. For a friend's 40th. Inedible. So I'm going to jump on to, well, we'll get inside actually, and turn on the aeroplane, shall we? Batteries. Signs, crew supply, turn on the ADIAS. Nav can go to that. Let's load the flight plan into here as well. Let's get that. Dismiss that. Re-import. No, that's fine. What we'll do is we'll get everything. Load aircraft, and we'll do it. Let's do GSX boarding only. Load fuel instantly. Yes, that's good. Right. So now the old passengers will arrive. Laughing at people. No, I don't know why I laughed, but I did. Let's just quickly boot into VATSIM. Make sure there's no issues there. Where's here we go. So we are Eurowings 50 kilo today. Hopefully no one's took my Eurowings 50 kilo, and we're an A319. Oh. A319 and connect. Good. Okay, good. And we're flying to Salzburg, which has a very interesting approach that is probably going to be probably more than I'm capable of. So I'm actually probably going to get quite flustered on ATC. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's hopefully not. But we'll see. We'll see. Are the old passengers on the way? The stairs are there. Where's the? I don't see anything yet. Oh, we've got catering coming in. Leave that there. Waiting to open R1. Oh, that's fine. Load it up. It's basically, it's not a standard approach. It's through mountains. It's a difficult approach, put it that way. Probably more than I'm capable of in terms of understanding what ATC. Hopefully, it won't be a full Pete Bennett job where you disconnect. You get turbulence in this, yeah. Yeah, you get turbulence. You can actually get motion, obviously, like sim rigs. You can get motion simulators. Let's do this. This is all. There's been an update today on this sim. Init request. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll see. If we get an ILS into 15, we'll be fine. You're not pulling through. Oh, I think it might be now. There we go. Right, that's noodles out the way. There's no glamorous stream on here. And we're flight number Eurowings EWG. Where's G? It's right there. 50 kilo. And that can go in there. Our cost index is, in fact, I need to load it into Navigraph. Just go outside. Where's the passengers? Where are they at? Request boarding. Boarding's requested. Yeah. Where's? Close R1. Import flight from SimBrief. There we go. And our cost index today is... Do we want to board crew? Nobody. The crew are already on board. Cost index of 5. Our cruise altitude is 360. And our weight, our block fuel is 7.6. 7.6. We'll wait to do that when the aircraft's loaded. Our departure today is out of runway 06. 06, and we are on the MH November, where is that? 7 Foxtrot departure. Is that? Why is it seem really sort of services requested? Yeah. There we go. Just check that is done. We're still getting the alignment of the GPS. Oh, well, you had a bit of a day off, didn't you, Tom, today? Or was that yesterday? Do you ever get a day off? In all honesty. Here they are! They're coming! Here they are, look. Get on board, lads and lasses. We're going to Salzburg. Okay, he must be warm in Ibiza. Look at this old chat. It's Jib! It's Jib! Yep, Jib. Lovely. anyone else online around here? Don't see any other planes scan around. See anyone online? Ibiza is not the place to be tonight, but Salzburg will be busy, or certainly the skies above it around Austria. God, that's made me dizzy. Well, call me Jib. We have a small teamwork today. Pete at the front of the plane, Colonel Gaddafi at the back. Any issues? Busy day today. Tomorrow only 2 sessions, so a chunk of training and relaxing. How's your training for your Iron Man? That's a nice photo. You triathlon or Iron Man? Jump back in here. Can we see them getting in? Did they take the seats in this? No, they disappear. They used to take the seats. One more bus fill, I think, and then we'll be good to go. It's only a small A319.
Passengers bus is coming.
Let's have a look at our Q&H. It's been a busy day. Turn you down, and we're going to get concentrating. VAT radar. Ultra salt. I did my home workout was good today. Did 10 minutes core workout at the end. I don't know why I just wrote down 10 minutes on my piece of paper, but I did. And I found that a side plank really helps my backache or hip ache. Just yeah, ongoing issues. Not issues, but just pain. Yeah. Let's get the seatbelt lights on. The fuel is on board. We should have 7.62. We do 7.620. We're not too far off starting up the engines. We'll get the APU on. Not waiting around. That is all set up there. We'll get that on. We just need to get our Q&H. Tell VATSIM about your 10 minutes core. I will do. I'll get on ATC though. I'm sure they'll all be interested. Where are we? Weather request in Ibiza is Q&H 1009. There we go. Oh, we didn't want to do that. 1009 and 1009 on the first officer side. Yeah. Anyone else? APU starting up. Love that. 140 passengers, 2 left to get on board. It's this chap here, or is he just operating the stairs? He must be operating the stairs, isn't he? You can hear the APU starting up. Lovely. Oh, yes. Boarding is complete. Well, the APU's good now. Is it on? APU is available. Let's just check shortly. Oh, APU is available. Awesome. Right, let's get rid of the ground power. GPU can go away. Chocks and cones can go. Are they? Just need them to move away from the aeroplane. Take the stairs away. Get our beacon can come on. When do they actually leave? I need them to clear off. Move. They should scamper. Boarding completed. Well, go away then. Anyway, maybe it's when we ask for pushback. Peak Geek Edits is back. Hello, my friend. Welcome to the channel. Happy Wednesday. Thanks for dropping in. Send a message as soon as you say something. About 45 seconds. The chat delay is ever so long. It might not be so long. It might just be when I actually get to it. Send a message in 3, 2, 1, now. Could have been anything. Right, that is good. Everything else is good. APU is on. I think we'll just. Is there anyone around us on VATSIM? Let's just check. There is no one. Is there anyone on approach or anything? There's no one around. So to be honest, at this point, no one is. I won't even announce to Ibiza traffic. We'll just get pushback. Prepare for pushback and departure. Now they should leave. There we go. Excellent. What have you been up to, Peak? I'm going to call you PGE because Peak Geek Edits is a bit of a mouthful. PGE. What have you been up to? Any flying? Did you update your sim to Sim Update 3? I saw that came out this afternoon. Well, we actually don't need any pushback because the stand that we're on is literally just taxi to the runway. We can just pull forward actually. So let's do that. PGE. Maybe the chat for smaller channels is delayed more than the bigger channels. I actually didn't keep track of when you both wrote now and hi. My bad. But let's get the APU bleed can come on, and we're just gonna. This is the first time. I mean, I'm just so used to just starting up the aeroplane on pushback. Whereas this is just doing it from here, I guess. Here we go. Wonderful. What we will get on is, oh, beacon is on, wing can come on. Oh. Strobes can come to auto, everything else, we'll put that on, lovely noise. You want to fly shared cockpit sometime? I know a few people that want to do that. I think you can do it on X-Plane a little bit more simpler than you can on Flight Simulator. Engine number 1 is starting up. Shouldn't be too long until we're... there we go. Engine number 1 can go on. Come around to you. I love the noises of this, the sound of this plane. Oh, it's takeoff time. This sounds so good, this aeroplane. Phoenix. Oh, it sounds great with headphones. Hear the bass. Alrighty. Let's get back in the cockpit. Let's get that taxi light on, and we should probably check our taxi to runway 06. I think we said. Yeah. So we are pushing. We'll just go straight forward, and then first left onto Golf 1, and then Tango, and line up 06. No traffic around still, which is rare, I'm gonna say, but let's get a move on. You know what we haven't done? What a Burke. We haven't done any of our weights or that. That's okay, arrival, departure, sorry. So let's do this now. You would have done this a little bit earlier, but here's what it is. Sync that, let's calculate. Is that right? 06, calculate that. So 141, 145. Performance 141, 141, 145, and then what else we got? We got flaps are 1 up 0.7, flaps are 1 up 0.7. Our flexed temp is 76. And we'll just do our weights as well whilst we're here. Won't be a second, guys. Apologies. Mass and balance. We're 55.4 and 29.7. 55.4. Initialize weights. 55.4. And what did I say? Say food, all bean, going to cook some food and watch some TV, we'll join later on. Okay mate, enjoy your food, and we'll be landing in about an hour, I would have thought, maybe a little bit over. Not too long a flight tonight. And what did we say, 29.7. 29.7. Wonderful. Right, that's better. Now we can actually get a move on, so let's get that parking brake off. Taxi lights are on. And we will, for the sake of immersion, well, let's just do a beat for traffic, Eurowings 50 Kilo, taxi in runway 06 via Golf and Tango. Alrighty. So we're going to go down here, and then we're going to take this left onto Golf. Just going to check the, yeah, taxi lights are on. So we are 1 hour behind real time, otherwise I felt the flight was probably just going to be entirely in the dark. So the flight that we did on Monday night was pretty much all in the dark, other than a little bit of light on takeoff. But on X-plane it's quite difficult to turn the time back. So yeah, let's check those brakes. So yeah, I just left it on real time on Monday, which is always good night lighting in X-Plane 12, but yeah, it was quite dark the whole way. So this one, yeah, I just wound the time back a little bit. So this is onto Golf 1, and then we're going to take a right here. We're going to go flaps 1, and we'll arm the... Are they already armed? They are now. And we're going to go full max on the brakes, that's correct. Flaps are good. We're going to let the crew know. They've been notified. Let's do a takeoff config check. Have I done the wrong... Wow, that was loud. So that's on, we'll turn the APU off. We should have done that a little bit earlier. Turn that on. Which one is it? No, it's not that. Just press them all. Sorry, we need to get the predictive wind shear can come on. Systems can go to 2. And TCAS can go on. Turn that on. TARA. Cabin is ready. We'll do a takeoff config check. We're good to go. Excellent. 18 knot on the taxi. I think I heard real pilots saying that they get to about 20, even 25 sometimes on the taxi. So, not. We're not doing anything that they wouldn't in real life, basically. Oh, beautiful. Love the Fenix aircraft. And we don't really need to wait around. We can get going straight away. What we will do is just check our there's no ATC on, so we've got a flight level of 360, so we're going to go straight up there. What's my setup? In terms of PC, it's a 10700K. I think it's actually in the description. 10700K, 32 gig RAM and a 3080. So it's about 5 years old now, but it seems to run pretty well. Chat is gone. What do you mean the chat's gone? Are we all good? Are we still live? Let's go takeoff lights, we'll go runway lights, everything up, lit up like a... Never mind. Okay, yeah, I think it expires above my head after a few moments. Let's line up. Ibiza traffic, Eurowings 50 kilo, lining up and departing runway 06, Ibiza traffic. I take it you stream as well. Not stream. I take it you, well, maybe you do stream as well. Peak. I take it you're a flight sim fan. I really like the noises of this IAE engine. IAE. Bit of a mouthful. Alrighty, we are lined up. We'll go engines 40%. Oh, I love that sound. Engines are stable. Let's go flex. And flex. SRS runway, autothrust is blue. Airspeed is alive. That's 80 knots. $100 knots. And that's V1 and rotate. Okay, mate, you've got to go in a couple of minutes. That's fine, mate. Thank you for dropping in. I appreciate it. Good to see you. Positive rate. Let's get that gear up. Wow. Look at that. The screenshot. Throttle back to climb, and let's just follow the flight directors. Bring that nose down a little bit. Beautiful. 1600 feet. We're going to go autopilot can come on. Auto throttles on. We're up to 360 on the altitude. I do have a Discord server, although I don't... Let me add it to the description, Peak, so you can join that. I've not got it open at the moment, but and it's one of the things that I want to kind of get set up, but I think I'm just taking each stream in its step and just trying to improve it one little bit at a time. So yeah, Discord server, let me write that down so I don't forget. I'll add it to the description for you, so if you do check back on this, that you can have a look. Turn that down a little bit. Yeah, it's a good suggestion. We're going to go flaps. Can be retracted. And altitude only 3,800. We'll clean up the aircraft. We don't need the spoilers anymore. And landing light can come off as well. That's on the nose wheel, so there's no point in that on. Just extend the range on that. And I'm just going to check. We should be good in terms of ATC. We do have some approach on by the looks of it. Let's have a look on here for you. Let's have a look. So, on that radar, we are over there. Find us. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit. So we're coming out of Ibiza there. We've got, looks like Leopard approach is, Palmer control, sorry, Leopard. Palmer control is on, so we actually might pass through their airspace, so we probably will get contact with them. And then we've got Nice approach that we won't be in contact with. We're going to be above their coverage. And then we've got Milan radar, which is good. They'll continue our flight, and then we'll hand over to München radar, and they'll see us all the way down into Salzburg, which I'm looking forward to. This it's supposed to be a beautiful approach. We'll go Q&A can come to standard on there. That's nice, isn't it? Oh, yes. "10,000 feet, lights can come off." And seatbelts can stay on for the time being. Thank you, mate. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your night, and yeah, see you next time. I think I'm going to be live Friday night. I'm going to do a flight back to Ibiza from Zurich in the A350. But yeah, have a good night. Thanks again. We're going to get some lights on up here. It's getting a little bit dark. Get that on and get that on. We've still got our engines in ignition. That can come on. And yeah, we're good. Let's see, will we pass through? Might not need to contact. We might not need to contract Palmer control. I think we'll be okay. Navigraph has just crashed on my iPad. Annoying. There we go. Leopard control 119405. I call it Leopard control, it's Palmer control. 119. What did we say? 119405.
To November Yankee.
Beware with that autopilot, my friend, beware.
Siempre.
Get that removed. Arrival performance. We actually probably don't need that anymore. We'll get rid of it. These work.
Wind 4, Baba Mike. You are lucky today. Wind 070 degrees, 7 knots, runway 06 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, convey those clear for stop over Mike.
Airways 2 November Yankee, do you think that you will be able to be at my Julius Victor at altitude 4,000 feet, or do you require delay in vector?
I think delaying vectors would be better. Hearing 2 November Yankee.
Airways 2 November Yankee, Roger, maintain present heading, vector in ILS 0 runway 06 left.
Maintain present heading during 2 November Yankee.
Let's turn this down. Alrighty. We're in the cruise. Lovely stuff. Oh, did you see what I will do actually? Now that we've actually got a little bit of time, I'm going to watch we'll watch the trailers from the Microsoft update today. Let's just check on there. We're good on that. Yeah, we don't need to contact anyone until we get to the south of, north of Italy. South of France, North Italy. Got Milan radar. Good stuff. So what we'll do, let's get YouTube over here. Here you go. And what did I see? It'll be on my subs.
DC51 Papa Kilo, wind 070 degrees, 7 knots, runway 06 right, clear for takeoff.
Correction, Spitfire, can take off.
Here you go. I got full. It's only in 1080p. Why is it only in 1080p? I'm sure it should be in higher res than that, Microsoft. Where's the official stuff? Here you go, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Videos. And then, yeah, this one. Is this still in? It's better. 1440p.
Condor 1 Yankee Zulu, Roger, continue.
Continue, 1 Yankee Zulu.
That looks better, doesn't it? Sharper. Well, it's sharper on my end.
Rolling for Papa Mike, good day, 06 left.
Bolin for Papa Mike, break, I will call you back. Condor, I'm having a stroke right now. Break, Condor 1 Yankee Zulu, wind 070 degrees, 7 knots, runway 06 left, clear to land.
07 to land, 1 Yankee Zulu.
Bolin for Papa Mike, my apologies. Taxi stand 80 via Mike.
It does look good. Does look good. The thing is, I don't do enough VFR flying.
Easy 51 Foxtrot Kilo, thank you very much. I can see you. Radar contact, line flat level 240, passing 6000, proceed direct Drago.
Very good. And they were saying that they already have like Hamburg, Berlin, so they're just continuing to expand on their, I guess, the quality of the
November Yankee, it seems that
scenery.
You would be able to make the approach, but no problem at all. I will finish you on vectors.
I don't think I've ever flown a helicopter in Flight Simulator. I feel like I'd need a proper setup. I don't think I'd be doing it justice with what I've got.
Hello, wings to November Yankee, right heading 230.
Right heading.
Are they good? Has anyone flown a... Does anyone tend to fly helicopters in Flight Simulator? I have a feeling they'd be lesser used, but maybe I'm wrong. In fact, the career mode, I really wanted to get to a point where I could do these missions, because these look really cool, these types of missions. Lovely.
Aye, runner to Papa, you are leaving the approach procedure.
Good stuff.
Confirm you're joining it.
Runner to Papa, yes, sir, returning right,
Thank you.
Beautiful sunset. Track my... Could not connect to simulator. Simlink needs to be running. Simlink is running. Simlink. Whoa, whoa, what's going on? Is it all crashing? Tim. Navigraph Simlink. Oh, you're back. Welcome back, buddy. Why is... Oh, there we go. Looks like Simlink crashed in the background. I was just watching the trailers from the update, the updated Germany city update and the helicopter. But yeah, I don't know if anyone... I don't think I've ever flown a helicopter in certainly in 2024. So let's have a look actually.
November Yankee, descend 3000.
Descending 3000 during November Yankee.
We were looking like a 9:30. Is that right? UTC. Let's have a look actually, because in the sim 18. This is interesting because I've wound the time back an hour. Now I've confused myself. So UTC time is 2024, which I think is 9:30 our time, but that's only 45 minutes from now, and I have a feeling the flight's going to be longer than that.
Condor 1 Yankee Zulu, welcome.
Maybe not actually, we've got about an hour and... No, it's going to be 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock we'll be landing. 10 o'clock UK time. Just after, I think. What we'll do is I'm just going to add the... my favourite... I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Why do you say that? So we're going to be on ILS 15. I'm gonna put this in now, so I don't have to. We might get given a different approach. So we're ILS 15, and we're on the Uncan 2 Romeo. Uncan 2 Romeo.
Descend altitude 2100.
Insert that.
To intercept.
Descending 2100 to intercept during November Yankee.
I love this,
yes,
time of day.
You know, you slowed down.
The lighting's
on,
so good.
9 miles on final. I expected you to be at 190 as published.
Turn those seatbelt lights to come off. We are good. We are in the cruise right now. 31,000. We're going up to 360.
You slowed to minimum approach speed on 9 miles on final. That's why.
Okay, copied.
Such a good looking sim, isn't it? Oh, look at the reflections on the screen if they come through on stream. Look at that, the smudge from the people's fingers, and oh, it's such good detail. I think I do this every time I get in this plane. Look at that. You can even see the individual pixels on that screen. It's so good. What else have we got? It just gets so close and it doesn't even lose detail. So good. Well done, these guys. And they brought out that update, didn't they, for the A319 and the A321. A Neo would be nice. A Neo would be really nice. Let's have a look. Got the different cabin textures. Sound all changes with the further back you go in the plane. We've got the lovely safety cards in there, and the we've even got the menu, Eurowings sick bag. Hopefully we're not going to need that today.
AC5 1 kilo Papa further climb 122 decimal 8. Have a good one.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Further climb with unit.
Let's leave it there for a moment, shall we?
Kilo, thank you.
Wings to November Yankee, wind 070 degrees 7 knots, runway 06 left, clear to land.
06 left, clear to land during.
So that's Mallorca in the background that we're just passing over. And then is it Menorca next to that, I think? And then we're up over the over into the south of Italy, South of France, south of Italy.
Taxi extensive to Mike,
No, south of Italy. We're not going to go near. We're going to miss France. Just. Beautiful. What's it say on this overlay for 2109 Zulu time? So about an hour and 20 minutes, something like that left. But yeah, shorter flight tonight. We did Mallorca up to Dublin on Monday night in X-Plane 12. That was longer than I thought actually. So I've got a little bit shorter flight today. We're almost at cruising altitude of 360, and we've got 630 miles left to run. Currently ground speed of 486 knots. And just for the record, I have wound the time back about an hour. So we had a bit of daylight on our departure out of Ibiza in Eurowings 50 kilo in the A319, the Fenix. If you're just tuning in, bye, I really have to go now. Okay, Peak, I appreciate it. All good. Thanks again for stopping by. If you're just here, first time here, welcome to the channel.
November Yankee taxi stand.
We're not actually on. Well, we are on VATSIM, but we're just passing over Palmer control. Just passing round it basically, so we haven't made contact.
2 November Yankee.
First time here, don't be afraid to say hello in chat. Be good to connect with you, and yeah, welcome to the channel. What we got out of these? So this, I think, down here is Menorca. We've got Mallorca and then Menorca. I think I'm right in saying that. I could be wrong. We've got this side.
7 India Foxtrot, good evening.
There's not going to be a lot out of this side, to be honest.
Iberia 7 India Foxtrot, Palma Control 5.
Reading 5, Iberia 7 India Foxtrot.
Iberia 7 India Foxtrot, Palma Control is
go a little bit further back, shall we?
For your departure, monitor 122 decimal.
And we're going into Salzburg, and it's currently a VATSIM event. It's the weekly kind of Wednesday kind of VATSIM Austria event that they do. So let's have a look actually what we got online. So we're going to come into quite a lot of ATC all the way from when we get into south of Italy. We're going to be on Milan control. They're going to give us our squawk and maybe give us a direct, and then we're going to be handed over to Padova radar, and then we're going to be on München radar. Am I pronouncing that right? Probably not. And they're going to take us all the way into Salzburg. I'm just checking. So runway in use 33, but IFR arrival expect landing on 15. Transition level of 12,000. Automatic weather report. That's fine. Variable winds 120. So yeah, 150 does seem right in terms of the
monitor 122.
temporary moderate showers, rain. Yeah, I mean it's going to be. I think for that I'm going to wind the time back a little bit more, so we're not in the. Maybe we'll leave it actually. If I go to real time now, let's have a look what that looks like. Let's go live weather. Yeah, so we're pretty much full night. Let's have a quick look outside. Yeah. So we did this the other night. So we did a full kind of night flight the other night. So I'm gonna wind it back again. Go there. That should be. What's that give us? Go there. That should give us some good sunsets when we get into Salzburg. I'm going to set that camera actually there. Get another one from this side. Perfect. Palmer controller's gone offline. What have we got here? We've got Milan radar 135455. Let's put that in now and then we're done with that. 135455. 135455. Come on. Go way we want 122.8. Stay on Unicom for now, and then we'll connect to Milan radar when we get a little bit closer. 122.8. Lovely. I don't think there was anything else, was there, announced today from Flight Simulator 2024? We just had a look, actually, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yeah, we looked at the world update, the city update for Germany. I think when did they last do a UK one? I can't remember. A UK city update. Have they ever done one? We've got 581 miles. We're not too far from just over this. What is this called here? What is this sea called? Gulf of Lion? Balearic Sea there. Gulf of Lion? I'll show you the, let's get the charts up for you. Where is my chart? Here we go. Get rid of you. We'll just import our flight from SimBrief. That one. Hide that. Want to go like, oh, there. Perfect. I'll leave that there for you so you know where we are. It's a bit... There. Oh, it's gone. Leave it there. There is a way to get that. Well, actually, what I could do is just do it in here, couldn't I? Is this connected? I tend not to use it within the sim. Oh, it is. Import flight. That's the one. Certainly don't want... There we go, that's better. And then let's get high IFR, we'll go to world map. Do we want world map or do we want satellite? No, satellite. Auto IFR, EFR, I think it's world map that I use, yeah. And then let's get HID, and we want, can we add VATSIM to this? It doesn't look like we can. Interesting. It doesn't look like you can add the VATSIM traffic and activity within Navigraph in the sim, is that right? Is it just me? Anyway, let's track where we are. Oh. There you go. So we've got VATSIM activity when we get to the south of Italy. Sorry, north of Italy, south of France. And has it got our... I'll open it a little bit bigger. Let's put our approach in as well. Flights. So we're on... select approach. So we're on runway 15 ILS, and then we're coming in on the ILS 15. We'll add that. So Uncan waypoint, and then this is quite a... We might get vectored round here. This is what I mean. This is why for me this is going to be a bit of a challenge. I'm just used to doing your ILSs, and yeah, this one's definitely a step up for me. I'll be honest. Hopefully not too much of a step up. But what we've got about an hour, just over an hour to go. So it's yeah, it's going to liven up soon. Wound the town back a little bit so we weren't flying completely in the dark, so I need to keep an eye on that because I don't want to, I think it's going to be quite a spectacular approach, so I don't really want to ruin that by, well, not being able to see it. So I've wound the time back a little bit, and if we need to go back a little bit more depending on what it looks like when we get there, then we'll do that. Stream on Monday night was pretty much all in the dark, so I don't want to do that again. But yeah, if you're first time here, welcome. I stream regularly Microsoft Flight Simulator and X-Plane, and yeah, many more flights to come. We've got a flight on Friday. We're going to be flying back into Ibiza this time in Edelweiss A350 from Zurich. I think I'm saying that right. Again, we'll do it on VATSIM. Always try and fly on VATSIM, and always try and fly real-world routes, real operators. So today we are Eurowings 50 Kilo. And yeah, we always fly on VATSIM. Beautiful, beautiful sunset. Just over, just coming out of Menorca. Been flying for, let's have a look actually. I'm just going to have a look on Volanta. Let's have a look on Volanta, I'll show you. Here's the Volanta. It's quiet tonight, actually. I know it's the VATSIM Austria event, so that'll obviously be good. Hopefully they're still going to be online when we get there. They should be. They should be. This is approach, so we actually won't get them. We'll get control here, which is Milan radar. We'll pick them up, and then we'll yeah. The other thing as well is, does it say how long? So we set off Zulu time, so that was 8:30. We basically departed. So we've been going just over just 35 minutes. We've been going. Right, I'm going to go fill my glass of water up. I will be back shortly. I'll leave you with these beautiful views. Do you want, we'll go outside or inside? leave it there. Right, back shortly. Welcome back. Thank you. Just noticed the even the glass on this has detailed so good. Even the stitching. Oh, where's the seat belts? They look good. Look at that. Wonderful. What that was. Why are we at 36.2? Did I knock my why are we at 36.2? There we go. We're at 36,200 instead of 36,000. Weird. I must have knocked something. I've got a muller fruit corner. Continuing the high nutrient diet. Muller fruit corner's not bad, I guess. Yogurt. Yogurt. After my splendid super noodle diet. Super noodle dinner. Super noodle dinner. Look outside actually. Beautiful sunset. Those contrails. Oh. What happened then? They're a bit... They a bit much. That's cool. Zoom in on that. Wow. Kicking off some cloud seeding. We might. We still got ATC on, but that event. What time is it in Austria now? They're an hour in front, so 10 past, quarter past, 20 past 10. We might not have VATSIM online when we get there. It'll still be a nice approach, promise. Not that. That's what we want. So where's Austria? So we've got Vienna. Vienna looks to be the hotspot, doesn't it? Doesn't look like we've got coverage at Salzburg. We've got München radar. But to be honest, they're going to be... I mean, yeah. We just don't have tower. Or approach. Got people down there already. Yeah, there's one guy. What's his... Oh, he's just taken off. Anyone else on approach? Who's this? Where are you going? You're going to... Make this a bit bigger. Oh, you're going to Zurich. Not you. Oh, here we go. Who are you? You're going into Salzburg, and you look like you're on the 1-5 arrival, which is good. $243 hours total time on VATSIM. Past 200 hours not too long ago. Here we are. Let's do a weather request. We've got QNH 1009. Winds at 160.5 knots, so yeah, 1.5 is correct. Let's put that in actually. Let's jump down into the McDo, performance, next phase, and then we'll do QNH 1009, I think we said. Let's have a quick look. 1009, winds at 160.05. Temperature on the ground is 19 degrees. And our Barrow on the ILS, let's have a look actually. I've not put it into my iPad. It's ILS 15, runway 15, yeah, let's put that in, add that to the route, and we've got it's 4,000 category 2 ILS, category 2 ILS. 1511, I think, is the I still don't, yeah. Maybe I should show you. See if I can show you. But what I'll do, turn the sim up slightly. Do that. This is the perfect time in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, this time of day, where the sun's gone behind the horizon. Let's have a look. And you've got the last bit of daylight. I think this is where the sim gets the lighting spot on. Really nice. It can look really nice at this point. And then I think it changes, doesn't it? So it goes through a bit of an abrupt transition from this to proper like night lighting. You might see it sometimes. You might notice it. Actually, in a Muller fruit corner. Apologies. So it's Milan radar, so are they online? I'm connected to them. I don't hear anything. Have a look on vPilot. So we're on 135.455. We're on these.
Alpine FF Tango
Oh, there we go.
requesting heading 050 to avoid weather.
Alpine 95 Tango Charlie approved, turn right heading 050.
Right, 050, Alpine FF Tango Charlie.
Ground level radar, hello, Air France Whiskey, passing flight level 1224160. France 22 Whiskey on radar, good evening, radar contact, continue climb, flight level 320, direct Tajik.
320, and direct Tajik for us, there from?
Direct Tajik, Tango Alpha, Golf India Papa.
And clear direct target Air France 22 with T.Flight here, thank you.
Volanta radar, Eurowings 50 kilo, flight level 360 inbound Noster.
Eurowings 50 kilo, Milan radar, good evening, set squawk 1000.
Squawk 1000, Eurowings 50 kilo. This guy's just set the squawk. Down here. And we want clear that squawk 1000. Good stuff.
Eurowings 50 kilo, radar contact, continue climb, flight level 380.
380, Eurowings 50 kilo. Want to go up to 380. Just coming up on the south of Italy, north of Italy, sorry.
Nana Papa airborne passing 3100.
Nana Yankee Papa, radar contact, continue climb, flight level 300.
Continue climb level 300, Lufthansa Nana Yankee Papa.
Lufthansa Nana Yankee Papa, from present position, turn right, direct Nasty.
Direct Nasty with right, Lufthansa Nana Yankee Papa, thank you.
Milano, hello, Lufthansa 11, climbing to flight level 103 for 160 overhead sun.
Lufthansa 11 Yankee, radar contact, continue climb, final flight level 320.
Flight level 320, Lufthansa 1 Yankee.
Enter air 1919, monitor advisory frequency 122.8, bye-bye.
Can you repeat enter air 190?
Enter air 1919, monitor advisory 122.8, good flight.
120725 is the next one.
122.5, enter air 190.
Unicom
725.
122.8.
122.8, 190.
Ryanair 76 Mike Kilo, same to you, monitor advisory 122.8, ciao.
Advisory 122.8, ciao, Lufthansa Nana Yankee Papa requesting heading 070 to avoid weather.
The performance seems good tonight on Sim Update 3. I mean, to be honest, I got good performance in Sim Update 2, to be honest. At this point, I can't really tell too much of a difference, but I'm sure there is. I guess there's the city updates. So we flight level 380 now, ground speed is 496 knots. We've got 344 miles to go, and estimated about 41 minutes left until touchdown, and looking like a arrival of just after 10 PM UK time. Is that Nice down there? I think it is. Is that Nice? Might not be actually. What is that down there?
905 Tango Charlie, I just switched on weather radar.
It is Nice, sorry.
All 1,000 sides of my sector is under thunderstorm, so you continue direct for some point at your route or planning to avoid the weather from the east.
When I know PG's favourite streamer, what a lovely guy. We are not on approach yet, Tom. We're still very much in the cruise. Apparently it says climbing, but let's just jump back up into the flight deck. So we're on 380.
Heading, and I think about 15 nautical miles I will give you instructions to avoid the weather to the north, approximately to heading 360.
Interesting. We've got weather. We've got weather down below. The radar is
clear of traffic as well. We are able to direct Nesty now.
directing people around, basically. I don't see the weather on. Let's turn that on. What was the dinner?
Thank you.
30 minutes as that's approached to me.
42, continue descent, flight level 100.
We're still in the cruise. We're not even begun our descent yet. That little arrow there.
08 Mike,
So we're here, just going past this Noster waypoint, and then that arrow there. That's where we'll begin our descent, and then we'll follow it. We'll follow it down.
5 Tango Charlie, pass a message.
Yeah, we now have
So we're about 100 and maybe 200 miles, something like that, 200 miles from our top of descent.
Papa 95 Tango
You had
Charlie.
a Marks and Spencer's picnic. Could be a bumpy landing. I know there is plenty of weather where we're going. And we are gonna, if we need to, I'm gonna rewind the time a little bit because I don't want to land in the night again. Did that on Monday night. It was incredible, awesome. Was it better than Bachelor Super Noodles?
And we would coordinate the routing with him there.
Roger,
That's a bit
I
loud.
will coordinate with Padua.
Take you down a little bit.
Thank you. And in case any further
Then I've just had a mull fruit corner, so it's been an absolute grand slam of snacks, of shite food basically tonight. Grand slam. Had the homemade curry last night though, and I'll be having. Tomorrow is salmon fillet with sweet potato and broccoli. So the athlete is coming back. Charcuterie, orzo, mozzarella, sun-dried tomato, spicy prawns, baguette. Jesus, someone's doing well. Must have cost an arm and a leg, that. That's very much a jib style dinner, isn't it? Gourmet sandwich, basically.
Alpine 95 Tango Charlie, contact Padua radar frequency 120.725 and report your heading.
Contacting Padua 120.725, reporting Alpine 95 Tango Charlie. Thanks for your service. Have a great night. You too.
Oh, jib. I had a chicken tikka sandwich from M&S for lunch, and it said on the packaging, it said back by popular demand, which I thought was interesting. Just had an impulse, ever so nice. Sounds a nice dinner, to be fair, especially the charcuterie bit. I've got some salami in the fridge. Sometimes I just go in there and just have a couple of slices of salami at about 3 AM because, you know, why not?
One Golf, monitor advisory 122.8, good flight.
Right, 122.8, thank you so much.
Jib could do that with his new fridge.
Lufthansa 642, continue descent, altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1007.
Have a look outside, actually. We're over the...
Down 4,000 feet for the QNH 1007.
I get a bit of turbulence over here. Good time of day.
4 Kilo Delta, monitor advisory 122.8, good flight.
128, my bad for Kilo Delta. Ciao.
Pete's in. He's not. You've done an audio message. Got a load of gifts. Olive. I literally don't understand what the two minions in the rock mean. Very strong, maybe. I'll promise I'll be there. So is he in? We're doing Hell Let Loose on Sunday. That's the big news.
Milano, buonasera, German Cargo 370, information Charlie, Concord, flight level 180.
German cargo 37.
Plane down there, look.
Reader, good.
Oh shit, what's just happened there? Why has it done that?
Number 3 echo arrival, so let's zoom, runway
There,
25 left.
another plane, look. Here. Where's he going? He's just past us. Here he is. He is going, he's an A320neo Julian Dominice, and he is going to Nice from Munich.
Mike Charlie 43.
And he's Air France 08 Mike. Safe flight, my friend.
Direct to Mike Charlie 435, report when ready.
Have I ever crashed on landing? No, not on VATSIM. No, there's touch wood. No, never. I think most people, if they have a crash landing, it's probably because their equipment, their joysticks and whatever, have probably malfunctioned or just not acted the way it should have done, something like that. But there's definitely some fail videos of people kind of absolutely botching the landing or having issues on VATSIM. You just have to disconnect basically. There's some good stuff actually. There is some funny videos. But it's very serious, especially in Europe. The US is a little bit. I saw a post today. The US VATSIM controllers, I don't think are, not everyone. Have you experienced a store? Yeah. And in fact, I mean, this one now, you kind of sometimes, most people, I'll say most, a lot of people choose to fly to places that have bad weather because it makes it interesting. Flying from A to B is, especially the main kind of international airports, it's not really a challenge really, if you know what you're doing. So yeah, a lot of people will choose to fly to places that have got bad weather at that time. When hurricanes are going on, like in in America, south of US, a lot of people will jump on and they'll try and fly through a hurricane, basically. Not me though, ever so serious. Another plane there, look. Might not be able to see that. Well, maybe you should. Maybe you can. This guy. Is that fun? Is that lightning that we just saw? Saw some flashes then. No, that's just a surely that's just a graphical bug. Are we watching these clouds? Oh, it is! That's cool. Is it? Or was it just the game? Real adrenaline junkies. Yeah, it is. Oh, that's cool. I've never seen that. Wow. Look at the light on it. Look at the light. It looks so good. Oh. Look at that.
France 08 Mike.
A little screenshot.
Contact Nice approach frequency 134.475.
That's cool. There's lightning in the clouds.
Frequency 134.475. Thank you. Bye bye.
Air France 08 Mike and continue descent flight level 120.
Continue descent 120 France 8 Mike.
Leroy Jenkins. I did some Interlagos in the GT3s and Gran Turismo on Monday at some point. Oh, it's difficult, man. Really difficult. With no traction control. Low gears, first gear, second gear. It just spins up the rears. I've got such a heavy right foot as well. I just can't modulate the throttle. But I need to give it another go because Interlagos is a track that I'm usually good at, especially in GT4s. Absolutely dominated that week. That's where I got my A license, my A rating. I'm still A now actually, but I'm at the lower end of it. I wonder if we're going to be going through this weather system. We're getting pretty close to it. Thunderthuts, all exactly. I responded to that comment as soon as it came through on my end, so that's an indicator of how long it takes. Look at this thunder, it's so good. Sometimes it looks a bit crappy, doesn't it, when it's just like a line. But, well, that looked good then. That one was a good one. I'm just going to be doing this for the next 30 minutes whilst we pass through it. Look at this! This is mental! Wow. Wow. And it's real time. In fact, it's not real time. We're about 2 hours behind actual real time. But it is live weather. We know that. So this is current weather. I wonder if I can take a screenshot when it's going on. It's going to be impossible to do. I'm just going to have to take like a load of screenshots. Just like spam it like now. Come on. There. Oh shit, I missed one. Now. Now. I'm just going to take a load of screenshots. Sorry if my screen's going a bit mental. I'm trying to get a screenshot of lightning. Probably bugging out my stream. This is cool. This is cool. Look at this. I've never seen this. Like, especially in real time, like this. Whilst on VATSIM. It's really cool. And the lighting looks extraordinary.
Lufthansa 642, wind 350 degrees.
Look at it.
6 knots, runway 35, clear to land.
I think in real life you'd probably navigate around this this weather.
Lufthansa 642, and you're cleared for ILS approach runway 35. Apologies.
No worries, clear for the ILS runway 35.
We've got the weather radar on, I think. Now we do. Go bring it back to like 10 miles. Maybe 20 miles. 10 miles?
Air France 22, wind
I'm not seeing anything. Oh.
radar, frequency 120.725, bye-bye.
120.765, Air France 2 have a great evening.
You too.
Those GT4s, sorry. Those GT4s, the start of your house sitting. Really? No.
Careful, take off runway 28, Ryanair 1 power.
That was back in 1986. Look at this. What we got left in terms of 27 minutes left until arrival, estimated arrival time. We said just after 10, so yeah, about 10 past 10 UK time. That was early July. You haven't been house sitting for 2 months, won't it? You did say actually, didn't you? Wow, look at that. Yeah, I remember. I remember now. That's cool.
95 Victor Yankee, which instructions you expecting?
Just if I can increase speed.
This guy just wants to increase speed.
Victor Yankee, according to my information, you don't have any
Wow.
speed restrictions.
That was a big old strike.
Upon 6003.
I wonder if Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024.com and simulates lightning strikes hitting the plane.
Approach, thank you very much for assistance from Ferrata from Albania.
Doubt it. That's surely too much. Have a look at what the passengers can see. You'd be petrified, wouldn't you?
German cargo
On this side.
370, continue descent, flight out.
You'd see the flashes if you're a passenger, but you probably wouldn't see
1008.
much more. Whoa! Getting far too excited.
German cargo 370, proceed direct in left.
Wow! You know, I've flown over 1,000 hours and I've never really seen a full-on lightning storm like this. Look at that. Yeah, I'd have to ask for a higher, but also the probably wouldn't be able to get much higher in this, to be honest. Might, whoa, that was right below us. You might be able to get to 40,000, but we're at 38. Whoa!
Alpha Mike,
Oh, I can hear it now.
Identified, Delta is correct. You're cleared via Lucille for Alpha arrival.
Whee!
Runway 35.
Incredible.
Yeah, kid for Lucy.
But yeah, you'd have to ask, and 40,000 feet, that was a good one. It's probably a little bit too high for this aircraft.
Alpha Mike, descent level 150.
The envelope is,
150,
yeah, not impossible. You can hear, I don't know if you can hear the thunder on stream. Turn it up a bit.
Itaro 610, heavy Milan Raider, hello,
Yes.
identified.
Whoa, that was close. Where's, oh, there it is.
380.
Oh. What would happen if we went up to 40,000 feet? The plane would start to stall. There wouldn't be enough air underneath its wings. There wouldn't be enough air. So you see this? So this line here, this line there, that's basically the stall. Kind of like once you get into this territory, you haven't got enough lift under the wings. But the higher you go, obviously less air, and you just want to make sure that you've got enough air to basically, you know, to give you lift. Higher you go, less air, less lift, and you face stalling basically. We've also got a tailwind of 47 knots, which would also wouldn't be in our favour. If the wind was towards us, it would generally sort of push you up a little bit more.
Good evening, radar contact, check information, echo in Malpensa, you're clear.
The flight I did on Monday night, actually, they asked if I could go up to 40,000 feet, and I said, yeah, no problem. Not really knowing, and it was well. Anyway, I said, yeah, we'll go up to that, and it basically stopped at about 39,200, and it just wouldn't climb anymore because there was just not enough air, really, not enough lift from the wings.
Sunlab 11 Yankee, contact Padova Raider 120.725, bye-bye.
Just going to
120.725,
turn that up.
Emiliano Radar, buonasera, Lufthansa 12 clearance, flight level 370, inbound Sierra Romeo November.
So I think we're through the worst of it now. Yeah, looks like it's happening behind us. So we got 80 miles to go until we start our descent. Oh, we're still above.
5 Hotel Lima, Milan Raider, good evening. Check information, Echo and Malpensa, clear at 6 and 3 arrival, follow to runway.
Wow, that was a good one. Whoa. So cool.
Echo 4, we're cleared the vector 3 Echo arrival for pre-flight arrival. 5 Hotel Lima, clear at 6 of 3 Echo arrival. 3 Echo arrival.
Let's have a look at the weather actually, where we're going. So we are.
5 Hotel Lima, correct descent flight level.
So this is right. This is the precipitation. So it should be all on our left side, over here.
Contact and the Navigraph frequency 121.8. Bye.
121.8, that's 642, bye bye.
German cargo 370 via inlet.
Just have a look. Where are we on here? We're actually going into Padova radar 120725, which I've actually put in already. Yeah, let's get some more lights on.
Victor Yankee, monitor advisory 122.8. Bye-bye.
There we go. Get some more lights in here.
0610 Heavy, can you please read the private message on pilot?
Milano, ciao, Air Italia 385 Zulu 320 inbound.
Air Italia 385 Zulu, Milan Radio, ciao. Cisco 1000.
Cisco 1000, 85 Zulu, reaching top of the
So what we got? We got about 70 miles to our top of descent, and then the fun's going to start. We should be put over radar shortly. What are they?
0610, just reading your message. Approved.
120725.
For the time.
Roger, thank you.
Air Italia 385 Zulu radar contact, indicated flight level 320. You're clear at Amoxi to hotel arrival, expect Island Zulu approach runway 35.
Just turn back time a little bit. I don't want to...
Field Amoxi to hotel arrival, expect Zulu 35, request
Interesting, that turns back the weather, doesn't it? I only want the time, I don't want the weather. Weather, traffic, live players, custom. Times real time, live weather. Yeah, we want that. Okay. Just turn it back a little bit. 380.
On departure, we can climb now, do you think?
Runner 1, Bravo, Foxtrot, Milan Reader identified, continue climb flight level 300.
I don't really like turning back the time and stuff like that. I always like to do my flights as real as I can get them. But I think for the sake of you guys watching at home, I think if we turn the time back a little bit and get a little bit more daylight, it's probably going to look a little bit better than just yeah, going to real time. Neorebs, welcome to the channel, buddy. Hey, a newbie that's wanting to try which is better, 2020 or 2024. Also, I have a PS5 or Xbox controller. Is keyboard better? I would say an Xbox controller would be better because it being a Microsoft game, you're going to have kind of native support. So you're not going to be faffing around with the PS5 kind of, if that does cause you any issues. I would at this point right now, if you'd have asked that question about a month or two ago, I'd have said consider 2020. But now, 2024, after a series of updates, most streamers that were hesitant about going to 2024 have now made that jump. The sim, I mean, I've been using 2024 since it came out. I was just 2 foot deep, uninstalled 2020, and just went, yeah, balls to the wall. I just thought, you know what, I'll just download 2024 and weather it out, basically. But honestly, it's been fine for me. It's a beautiful looking sim, especially this time of day. And it actually is a smaller download size than 2020, because a lot of it, if you've got good internet, a lot of the game is already streamed in. We might have missed our queue to Eurowings. Let's just tell...
German Cargo 370, contact Malpensa Tower 128.350, good landing.
Just gonna...
Tower 128.350, thanks for your service.
Radar, apologies, Eurowings 50 kilo here, switching to 120775.
1008, expect shortcut.
Put over radar, Eurowings 50 kilo, flight level 380, inbound Breno.
Eurowings 50 kilo, hello, continue 380. I see, descent flight level 300, level by Breno.
Flight level 300, level by Breno, Eurowings 50 kilo. Let's descend flight level 3, 30,000 feet, and then we want to be level at Breno, so we'll do a manual descent rate. We'll go, we don't need to go crazy actually. 1200 descent rate is nice and smooth for the passengers, lovely stuff. But yeah, Neo, I'd recommend 2024 at this point. And as I said, it's a smaller download on your machine. But a lot of it is streamed in, so just bear that in mind. So if you've got good internet, you'll be fine. You can download a lot of the stuff now to your machine, but when it first came out, a lot of it was focused on streaming in. I did that, to be honest. I subbed to Game Pass, and with this was the 2020. This was five and a half years ago. When 2020 came out, I subbed to Game Pass, and then it was like, yeah, I need this, and just bought it. But it's good idea. Intimidating with all the startup procedures of planes. I guess to me that's the kind of oh, you're fine, 350 meg. Yeah, I've got 500 meg. You'd be absolutely fine with that. That for me was the fun. Learning. I mean, to be honest, I did have the benefit of lockdown. Yeah, I had the benefit of lockdown and not having to, not being able to go anywhere. I thought, well, I'm going to learn something. I'll learn how to fly a plane, a passenger jet. And the Airbus that I'm in now, honestly, like, is the easiest one, I would say, out of them all. $2024. Last question, which version? 2024, I would recommend.
Hello, welcome. Taxi to
And then eventually you might get onto VATSIM that I'm on. It's basically doing the real world air traffic control, which is another level of immersion, which once you get to that standard, I just find it's very difficult for anything to match it in terms of immersion, and yeah, get a lot of hours out of flight simming. The fact that you can go anywhere on the planet. Oh, sorry, standard or deluxe. I've only got standard, to be honest, but I did have Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, the premium version, and all that kind of gets carried across to 2024, so you don't lose that. I would probably recommend the standard version, but again, it depends on your budget, depends what you want. I'd recommend standard initially. It depends what you want to fly. If you want to work your way up to airliners, there is some airliners on the base standard version that are good as well, to be fair. So yeah, I think a lot of people only went for the standard version rather than deluxe because it's quite a good package.
You don't need to cooperate with anyone because you're locked off. To continue with the flight stream. Over to Austria, left on 511, Yankee, goodbye.
Good evening, Ryanair 957.
So it looks like we're actually going to leave this guy's airspace, and then we're going to be on Unicom ourselves for this approach, which is going to relieve some stress. But it could add to it as well if we yeah, I sometimes like it. The dream is the A380. I flew that about 2 weeks ago. It's free as well as the A380 in Flight Simulator. It's by fly-by-wire. Basically, it's this fly-by-wire installer. So you just have a look at that. You can get an A320 Neo, which is really good, and they also do an A380. Have you got? I presume you'll be getting it on PC. Because you can get it on Xbox, can't you? But if you're getting it on PC, then it's better because you get a lot of mods for it. Technically, this plane is a mod. This is the Fenix.
Altitude 5,000. Luggage unit 1007.
Yeah, this is the Fenix A319.
Emirates 093 is the travel stylus, runway 12. Emirates 093, no intercom 12. Runway 12, clear to land, Emirates 093.
12 minutes apparently until our... I think it's going to be a little bit longer than that, maybe 15 to 20.
You're identified, Charlie.
So you have a gaming laptop, 64 gig RAM, 4070. Yeah, that's fine. The only thing that might hold you back would be the 8 GB. on your graphics card. But it'd be fine. That certainly meets the minimum spec. So we might get cleared further.
7 Delta, Roger, descent, flight level 200.
Right, we're getting serious, so I'm going to turn you off. That music that you might not even be able to hear in the background, but I could.
50 kilo. Unit has closed, so advisory is assigned.
Over to advisory, Eurowings 50 kilo. Right, we're on Unicom now, so back to 122.8. It's the one game, Tom, that you do need some mods to get the best out of it. And these mods, like this aircraft I'm in now, is about 70 quid, something like that, maybe a little bit less. What are we doing? 122.8 is the Unicom frequency. Unicom, if you didn't know, is basically a default or a standard frequency that if you're not in any airspace, you're expected to tune into this frequency and basically just say your intentions so that other aircraft around you know what you're doing, basically. Look at this, mountains down here. Buckle up, sports fans, it's about to go down. This is lovely. This is, yeah, I mean, look at these mountains. Hopefully they're coming through on there. Let me rewind ever so slightly, a little bit more. There, we'll go there. I still want to get a bit of a sunset approach. And like I said, I'm not often do this where I rewind the time. I like to do it in real time, but it'd be pitch black. You wouldn't see any of this now. Let's have a look at our next descent. So we need to be, it looks like 7,000. Let me have a look at the approach on the charts. I might be able to bring it in on, let's do this for you. Sim brief, opening charts. So, I'll show you where we are. Okay, we are there, and then we want to do... So this is our approach, we can overlay that over there. So we want above 7,000 at Unken waypoint, and 4,000 by this VOR. Above 4,000, and then the ILS comes in at, I think it's 4,000 as well on this. Have a look on my iPad. Yeah, the ILS comes in at 4,000 feet, so we basically want to go down 7,000 by Unken, and let's put that in now actually. So we'll go down, doing it for the people. Right, we'll go down 7,000 on the altitude, so that's going to bring us in. If you remember, we need 7,000 by Unken. And you can just see Unken there, and that little arrow that's moving is where the plane's gonna... It's basically predicting at that arrow is when we're gonna get to 7,000 feet. So we need to just manage that. Currently descending at 1,500 feet a minute, and that's probably not gonna be enough of a descent rate to get to 7,000 feet. So what we'll do is we'll just increase that. So if you look up there, that number is now 1,700, and we'll go to 2,000 initially, and there you go. So if you now look at that, this arrow is now at Zurex. That's where we're going to get to 7,000, but we want it about just after Unken, so I'm just going to put it to about there. So that's just after Unken. We're still going to be slightly above 7,000, and our descent rate is now 1,600. Perfect. We will let the passengers finish up their emptying of the bowels, and then we'll put our seatbelt lights on, especially before we get to that turn, which is coming up. 20 miles to go. Yeah. Lovely stuff. Right, let's get you back in your seats. Seatbelt lights are on. It's going to be quite an interesting quite an interesting arrival, you know, looking on this. So we're going to basically, we're following this line here, then we're going to go right. We could actually do a direct to Zurex at this point. Should we do that? I don't think there's any restrictions. Let's do that. We'll take a shortcut. So we'll do direct, and it was Zurex was the waypoint. There it is. Fly that, and then plane will start turning right. There we go. And we still want to get to 7,000 by Unken, so we just need to probably bring that descent rate back. Go 1,800, perfect. I've never heard this.
Thank you.
Very good. Seatbelt signs are on, and the cabin crew's speaking to the passengers. Lovely stuff. First time flying into Salzburg. Amazing graphics. It's lovely this time of day as well. The lighting's really nice. Yeah, the sky and everything just looks superb this time of day. I think it's the best. Sunset and sunrise. Night landings are always nice as well, with the runway lights that are all lit up. But yeah, sunrise and sunset are always the best time to fly, in my opinion. Golden hour, they call it, don't they? What we'll do is we'll turn off the floodlights at the back as well. There we go. I would definitely recommend that Neo, if you want to get into flight simming. Microsoft Flight Simulator is a very good package to start with. A lot of aircraft that you'll get for free that are very good as well. Even the basic Cessna is very well modelled and, you know, replicated. Obviously not the most in-depth to model, very simple aircraft, but and then you get to these airliners that are just these take like 3 or 4 years for people to develop them. But there's like all the systems from the electric systems, everything is mapped. These are all live, from the hydraulics, fuel burn, everything. Like right now we're burning 16, basically the engines now, they're in idle because we're descending, barely doing anything. They're using 16 kilograms per minute. Current fuel is 3.4 tons, just over. But we always need to land with some fuel on board in case we need to do a go around or need to divert. Right, just going to bring that in. So we're on. This is going to be a really interesting arrival, because I'm not quite sure of. So we're basically here and we're heading direct to Unken, and then this here is the runway. Get rid of that for you. So we've got the runway here, and this is quite an acute angle to sort of come around on. It's not impossible, we just need to manage our speed. And then this chart is the ILS. Sorry, I've not actually put it in on this screen. Approach. So we want the ILS 15. So this is the ILS. This is basically what we're going to be doing. So as long as the plane, in fact what we could do is we could fly direct after this WS506 waypoint, we could fly direct to Atchet, and then that will then, yeah, that's probably going to be a better bet. Instead of going to this SPG Salzburg VOR, we might do that. Alright, we're 19,000 feet and we're going down to 7,000, and then it's going to get quite interesting. Because after that we want 7,000 and then 4,000, but we just need to manage our speed. So I don't want to be going too fast. I always think low and slow is better than high and fast. That was when I first started flight simming. The most common mistake is your top of descent and just managing your speed. If you're going too fast, it just means you've got no time to react, and you just start panicking, and you lose lose time, and it just doesn't work out well. So low and slow was my early philosophy. What's that down there? Something on the river. About 30 miles to the airport is not in view yet, but yeah, about what have we got left? About 6 minutes it's predicting. 16,000 feet. So below 10,000 feet you need to be at 250 knots. As I told my cycling proficiency students, do things early to buy you time. It's very much the case. Very much the case. Yeah, it's a process. Looks good. I used to work in the Gherkin for a company that built foreign exchange trading platforms. Yeah, but no, you're right in terms of busy day at work. VATSIM itself, when you first start, that can be stressful. But if you're not on VATSIM, if you're just learning to fly, it can be very, very chill. Most people, I saw a documentary, or I saw something, when Microsoft Flight Simulator came out in the during the pandemic, the first thing that people did, can you guess what it was? When they got into the simulator, guess where they got in a plane and they took off. Where do you think they're headed? Where do you think they went? Most people. I'm just going to descend a little bit more now. We'll go down to there. I know a king of business and teeth. Oh yes. $13,000. And what we might do is I'm going to put a little bit of speed brake out. Yeah, you're right, they flew home. Everyone flew, I say everyone, most people flew to their home. They flew over their house. Quite cool. Just got a bit of speed brake out. As you can see on the wing, we need to bleed off some speed. We want to be at 250 knots below 10,000, so yeah. Oh, what a Wuhan. Drop a load of bleach on Wuhan, sort that lot out. Speed's coming back, as indicated by this this little arrow there. It tells us that our speed is slowing down rather than speeding up. So we want this blue arrow is 250 knots and 10,000 feet. So at that point, we'll also put our landing lights can come on, and we'll put our Q and H can come on. We'll turn that on there, and I think it's 1009. That's correct. Let's just check the weather. Just going to check as well. We have got, there's no VATSIM coverage, unfortunately. So yeah, QNH is 1009. So that's correct. Speed's still coming back, but I'm just going to go on a managed descent mode. It would really slow it down. Spray them with Dettol. Yeah, exactly. Thanks for giving us that. We'll tidy it up. It's nice. So our lights are on now. Under 10,000, turn our landing lights on. And then we really want to be looking at this now, because if you look at that, that's quite an angle. So I'm going to slow it right down at this point. We're looking for 4,000 feet basically. And I'm going to go speed to 200 knots because we've got that turn coming up. So let's go 200 knots on the speed. We don't want to be going any quicker than that. I'm going to put some more speed brake out to really slow it down. And we also want 4,000 by there roughly. So 1100 sorry in the descent rate, 4,000 on our altitude, that's what we're aiming for. Speed we want ideally 200 knots. Once we get to 200 we'll put the first notch of flaps down to give us a little bit of drag and a bit of lift at the same time. And then we've got 15 miles to run from this turn, so we're alright, that's fine. Gear down at about 5 miles, just over 5 miles, something like that, depends on our speed. Okay, that's good now. That is good. Speed's good. Might have the out of this. Just going to retract those flaps, that speed brake. We don't need that anymore. There's 200 on the speed. I'm actually just going to go first notch of flaps. Beautiful. And we should be alright actually on this. This turn doesn't look too bad. We're at 200 knots, aiming for 4,000. Oh, coming in. We'll put our landing system on as well. And the runway should be out of this window. There it is. You see it over there. There it is in the distance. That's where we're landing. Mountains look good. Maybe we could. Do you want to rewind time a little bit more light? Better there. Oh, one dark. I'll go that one. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? Right, we're making that turn in. We're still looking for 4,000. Good. We're still descending, which is good. We're slightly underneath. See this magenta diamond here? This is the glide slope. So we're basically looking to capture that, and that will bring us in. And then the one across the bottom is the localizer, which is the first button there, localizer, and then approach. So there's 4,000 coming up. We've got that set. We will notify the cabin. There's about 15 miles to go. And this magenta diamond at the bottom is coming in, so we can arm the localizer, and then it'll capture that, and that basically will align us horizontally, and we can see there that localizer's captured. And the next thing is the glide slope, and we can arm that once we've straightened up. You can see this being addictive. It's very addictive. When all this works out, so like now, if I press approach, it's basically looking to capture the glide slope, which any kind of any massive airport would have an ILS nowadays. And so the only thing we need to do ultimately is manage the speed at this point, which we're currently at 200 knots. We are 15 miles out. 200 knots is fine. There you go. So it says glide slope there is lit up. So it's captured it now basically, and it's going to start descending for us, look. And we just literally sit back and it'll drag us all the way to the runway. At this point I'm going to go back to manage speed, and our landing speed has come in at 129 knots, which is down there, look. And the plane will now basically just It's got auto throttle anyway, so it's gonna idle the engines and just bring us back to that speed. At this point, we are, what are we? 7.5. I'm going to go gear down, and we're going to go. That's going to create a lot of drag. And we're going to arm the. Where's arm that? There, they're armed. We're going to go low on the auto brakes when we. There we go. So that's auto brakes there. That's basically going to brake when we land for us. We'll go medium actually. We don't want to go too long on this one. There. And speed's coming back, so we're 180. We'll go flaps 2. And then we're just going to keep notching back the flaps. And here we are. Pretty much coming in as we should be. That's flaps 3. And we're looking for full flaps. Beautiful. Look at that. And we'll go our... should be alright on our last notch of flaps now. Yeah, let's go back. Full flaps. And now, everything is ready. We've got landing gears down, signs are on, cabin's ready, we've notified them, we'll put our landing lights can come on the nose. And here we are, look at the graphics, look at these little towns. Beautiful. And at about 1,000 feet, actually, funnily enough, this runway altitude is, I think it's 1,500 above sea level, so that's why it's saying altitude is 2,000, because actually the ground level here is above that. We're going to take the autopilot off, because we can see the pappies now. We've got 2 red, 2 white, so let's take that off, and I'm now flying it by hand. Cancel that. And this is... I'm not doing the throttles, I'm just doing the joystick. Some pilots would do the throttle themselves as well, especially in a Boeing aircraft, but in this we'll just do this. So we're just managing that 2 red, 2 white, and you can see on the PFD down here there's this little magenta diamond. As long as we sort of keep it close to that, then we should be good. You're sold. This is lovely, isn't it? Just lovely. Oh, a little bit high, there we go, back onto 2 red, 2 white is what we're looking for. And then at about 30 feet we'll just kill the engines and let it drop down, and we'll slightly flare the aircraft. There's 30, kill the power, pull back on the stick. Welcome to Salzburg. Get those engines into reverse. And we're on manual braking. And kill the auto brakes. And welcome to... There's still a bug on my game, which every time it puts this this assistance on in terms of taxiing. Turn that off. Alrighty, we are taxiing to the runway, to the gate. Why is my... There we go. That's next week's goal. Next week's goal is to try and get the... to be honest, I've never seen an airport this lit up. Is that a... Should it be that bright, or is it a bug? Let's get our taxi light on, and we'll put our APU on. And then they can come off. Runway lights can come on. Wing lights can come on. Strobes on auto, that's fine. And APU. Alrighty. It's a full plane of applause for Captain Sol. We did it. Welcome. Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to look that bright. Let's just have a little play around with the. In fact, jump in here first before we crash. Speed brake can be retracted. Flaps can be retracted. Yeah, there's some lighting. I don't think it's supposed to look this bright. Everything else looks good though. But I'm just going to go to real time now. See what actually looks like. Why is that not? That's too bright, isn't it? Isn't it? Live. Right, this is real time. This is ever so bright. I mean, there's certainly, you're not going to miss this airport, are you? Maybe it is like that though. I don't know. Maybe that. I mean, there's an update that's come out today called Sim Update 3. That's like a 4 gig, big kind of substantial patch. I'd need to load into another airport to see if they're anything like this, because this feels far too bright. Need your sunglasses on. There's no one on the ground, by the way. Otherwise, I'd be letting people know that we were taxiing. So we want so we can take a left coming up here. I'll have to look at the forums, see if people have said, yeah, why is it so bright? Beautiful landing though, other than the right, I'm off, Salty. Great work, brother. Okay, mate, thank you for dropping in, appreciate it. Have a good day tomorrow. We're not far from heading off ourselves. We just get to the gate, onboard the disembark the passengers, and yeah. So we've got the main apron there. We'll go all the way to... We might have come in the wrong way on this. In fact, we'll go onto one of these stands over here so it's not crazy bright. Then we'll get with the go into this one here and get the bus to come pick up the passengers. We're going to Echo 4 over this one. What we'll do is we'll just get onto... maybe I left it a little bit too late to get GSX on the go. Select parking, ramp 13, and we are on, no, I think we're on this one. Yeah, we are. Okay, so he's just appeared now, so we want slightly to the right, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, and... Is he saying... What's he saying? Oh, we're actually... I think we've gone a little bit too far. Let's have a look outside. No, we've still got a little bit to go on that line. There. Parking brake can come on. Got the APU on. Taxi light can come off because we'll be blinding that guy. That can stay on. APU's on so we can turn the engines off. Lovely stuff. And these folks should start... where's the iPad gone? There it is. And we will deboard the aircraft. Leave that there. Lovely. And we'll just turn all those lights off. Beacon can come off. Nav can go to 1. Wing light can go off. They can be retracted. We don't need them anymore. Everything else is off. Seatbelts can come off. APU is still on. So what we'll do is we'll get the GPU. Don't need that. So connect that. We'll put the chocks and cones are already out. And I can hear them opening the door as we speak. I don't know why I've just done that, but I did. Let's turn the ground power back on. Alright, that's fine. So we need to request deboarding. That looks pretty good actually, but I'm still not sure about this ground, this lighting around the airport. Take a screenshot of that, looks actually pretty good. And then there should probably, some coaches should arrive, the buses. This is the thing, every time, if I press escape, every time in my simulator, I need to see if it's an actual bug, but the taxi ribbon always turns on. Turned it off. Quite immersion breaking, if I'm honest. Passengers bus is coming. Alright, let's get that music back on. And let's have a look at that actually. Don't need VAT radar anymore. We don't need Navigraph anymore. What is it waiting for? Want us to open the doors? I thought we did it automatically in this. Let's get all the doors open. Get that open, get that open, get that open. Ah, here they come. Actually, I don't know, you know. I don't know if this is a bug or if they've just completely... And it is very light, let's be honest. Now, that doesn't look too bad now. That doesn't look too... Yeah, I don't know. Go down here, though. It's incredibly bright. I'm not convinced. Might need to scale back the brightness. That's nice, isn't it, though? Look at that. Wonderful. Wonderful. Let's get a screenshot of that. And let's get... shall we? I want to have a look at my landing rate as well when I get a moment. Let's have a look. Alright, so, review your flight. Statistics. Landing rate of 486, that's quite high. Felt a much better landing than that. I mean, about anything less than... That's quite high. But the G-force is quite low, but yeah. So block time 2 hours it took us. Total time, flight time 1 hour 49. 142 passengers. 4.458 tons of fuel. 800 miles just under. And cruising altitude of 3.6 and then up to 3.8. I got some screenshots that I will add onto my Volanta shortly. Let's have a look at the baggage is coming off as well. Lovely. Beautiful aircraft. Fenix A319. Absolutely brilliant aircraft. Alright, let's leave them disembarking. They're not the most urgent, are they, in getting off? At least they're using both the front and the back. They're piling into that bus, so it shouldn't be too long. But look, it has been a pleasure. Never saw this part before. So this is another mod, Neo, called GSX. I'll see if I can show you it on stream actually. So this is a very popular mod that basically, but yeah, it does the whole kind of passenger boarding. So GSX, and it's this. I'll put it into chat for you. So yeah, if you want that, then it's basically products and it's this one, top one, and GSX Pro. In fact, is the one, that one. Let me put that in as well, so you've got that. But that for me is kind of like once you get that. I mean, again, depends when you want to buy it, but it's another thing of immersion for me, and I do like to do as much as we can. That looks good. But yes, Neo, appreciate you dropping into chat, and yeah, more than welcome to fire any questions away that you've got for me in future. But I would, slightly envious of you actually, because you've got a whole journey of flight simming ahead of you if you do jump in. But I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And especially like you say, after a hard day's work, it can be actually quite chill. It can be, at the same time, it can be quite stressful when you're first starting on VATSIM. If you get to that point, I'd certainly encourage you to get there if you want to keep going. And actually today, of all flights, it was a VATSIM event in Austria, but by the time we got there, we didn't really get much air traffic control. We got a little bit over Italy, but if you look back on other flights that I've done on the channel, we've had a lot more air traffic control that's guided us in and, well, took us all, yeah, just the whole service really. But look, it's what we're on 10:30, just past 10:30 UK time. So I'm going to head off. Back again on Friday night. We're flying from Zurich to Ibiza in the Unibuild A350, a real-world flight that I saw earlier this week on Flight Radar 24, and Edelweiss livery. So yeah, first time flying those as well. But look, until then, enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy Thursday and Friday, and we'll catch you end of the day on Friday. I think about 6 PM, something like that. But yeah, until then, enjoy the rest of your evening and have a good night.